Stoic Lessons, Timeless Wisdom from Epictetus. The philosophy of Stoicism, championed by great thinkers like Epictetus, teaches that external circumstances are beyond our control, but our reactions to them are not. This timeless wisdom advocates for self-control, rational thinking, and acceptance of life's inevitable challenges. At its heart, Stoicism is a guide for achieving happiness by focusing on what is within our power, letting go of the things we cannot change, and living in accordance with nature. Let us explore some of the most profound lessons from Epictetus that can transform the way we perceive the world and navigate through life. The core principles of Stoicism. 1. It's not what happens, but how you respond that matters. Epictetus teaches us that life is filled with uncontrollable events, but our reactions to those events are within our grasp. It's not the hardships or the misfortunes themselves that disturb us, but our thoughts about them. By mastering our internal responses, we achieve tranquility and wisdom. It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. 2. Freedom is found in self-mastery. A key tenet of Stoicism is the belief that true freedom comes not from external possessions or circumstances but from mastery over one's own desires and actions. If we are constantly ruled by our impulses or the judgment of others, we are not truly free. Only when we govern our own will can we claim genuine liberty. No man is free who is not master of himself. 3. The value of contentment. Stoicism encourages us to find wealth not in material possessions but in contentment with little. It teaches that by wanting less, we can attain greater happiness. Those who are constantly striving for more will always feel a sense of lack. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. 4. What you think shapes your reality. Our perception of the world, not the world itself, determines our emotional state. The Stoic philosopher emphasizes that men are disturbed not by events, but by their views on those events. Men are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take of them. 5. Live in harmony with nature. To achieve peace of mind, one must live in accordance with nature. This means accepting both our place in the world and the natural course of events. The Stoic does not resist what is beyond their control but embraces it with calm and wisdom. Don't live by your own rules but in harmony with nature. 6. Focus on the present moment. Stoicism teaches that the present moment is all we truly control. Worrying about the past or future leads only to anxiety. By focusing our attention on what is immediately before us, we regain our agency and power. What concerns me is not the way things are, but the way people think things are. 7. Seek inner virtues, not external validation. The Stoic is not concerned with fame or fortune. Instead, they focus on cultivating internal virtue as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. It is these qualities, not outward success, that define a good life. Seek not the good in external things, seek it in yourselves. 8. The key to happiness is acceptance. There is only one path to happiness, according to Stoicism: to cease worrying about things that are beyond our control. This is not to say that we should abandon our desires or ambitions, but we must recognize that some things are simply beyond our reach. There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. 9. Endurance of difficulty builds strength. Life's challenges are not burdens to bear, but opportunities for growth. By facing adversity with resilience and wisdom, we not only survive but thrive. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. Skillful pilots gain their reputation from storms and tempests. 10. Live for yourself, not for the opinions of others. One of the great lessons of Stoicism is to live authentically, according to one's values and principles, rather than trying to meet the expectations of others. Those who live for external approval often find themselves unhappy and unfulfilled. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Applying Stoic wisdom in daily life, Epictetus also reminds us that it is our duty to improve ourselves constantly, without seeking external recognition. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. This is not to say we should act recklessly, but rather that we should let go of the fear of judgment. Real progress comes from within, from the consistent pursuit of virtue, regardless of how others perceive us. The Stoic way also involves aligning our actions with our values. No great thing is created suddenly. Just as a plant takes time to grow and bear fruit, so too does virtue require patience, practice, and effort. In the face of external criticism, Epictetus encourages us not to defend ourselves but to accept that we cannot control others' opinions. If anyone tells you that a certain person speaks ill of you, do not make excuses about what is said of you but answer, "He was ignorant of my other faults, else he would not have mentioned those alone." The Stoic response to criticism is not to fight back but to recognize the limitations of others' understanding. Furthermore, Stoicism teaches that no matter how difficult the circumstances, we can find peace by controlling our inner thoughts and reactions. If you would cure anger, do not feed it. Say to yourself, "I used to be angry every day, now only every other day, now only every third or fourth day." Through this practice, we can transform our emotional responses and reduce the power that external events have over our peace of mind. Conclusion: the path to true happiness. Stoic philosophy offers us a powerful way to live a fulfilling and resilient life. It teaches that happiness comes not from the accumulation of wealth or power, but from cultivating an inner strength that allows us to face life's challenges with wisdom, courage, and grace. By focusing on what is within our control, letting go of what is not, and living in accordance with nature, we can achieve a state of tranquility that remains unshaken by external circumstances. Epictetus' teachings continue to resonate today because they offer practical guidance for navigating a world that often seems unpredictable and chaotic. His message is simple yet profound: it's not what happens to you but how you react to it that matters. By applying the Stoic principles of self-control, acceptance, and inner peace, we can cultivate a life of true freedom and happiness, one that is guided not by external events but by the steady, resolute power of our own minds.